Hi and welcome all to yet again another video in Crusader Kings 3 in this playthrough in Sicily. And well, we are in a pretty bad position because Robert the Fox was so successful with his attack, with his conquest of Palermo, that he just decided to attack Sarcusa right after. And this is a war he'll probably win. You see, it's not... Oh, well, wait though, because he's losing this battle. And because technically Sarcusa has no allies, but since this is a holy war, this guy decided to come in. And he has a decent army. And decent, maybe, decent enough to fend off Robert the Fox. His ally is the King of Navarra, which, I mean, he'll come soon enough, but maybe, if we're lucky enough, Sarcusa will actually win this war, and then I think I will attack it right after, because, I mean, if this guy will join, I think it won't be that much of a problem, because we have a somewhat decent army, and he has to cross the sea, and we'll have the disadvantage when he disembarks. I think I can fend them off, and Sarcusa in itself, like, is pitiful in terms of army. So I think I will attack Sarcusa. You know, the most important thing is that Apulia doesn't get Sarcusa, because that would give him 3 counties in Sicily, and that would give him the right amount to create the Duchy of Sicily, and that is terribly bad, because that would give him a reason to attack us. And I mean, if he attacks with the Euro War, I think I won't be actually dethroned, but I will become his vassal, and that isn't that terrible, but I really want to avoid it, because I mean, he's a peasant leader, he fought for his freedom and the freedom of his land, so he will give his 110% to, you know, not fall under the Norman rule. Now, in this episode, my son slash daughter will soon be born, and I think I will marry them right away for an alliance, because I truly need one. I am alone, and I have at least to reassure Malta. And I mean, if Sarcusa won the war, Sarcusa is the first choice, but also Malta. If I conquer both Sarcusa and Malta, I can create the title. So, also I married some of my courtiers who were not married, and so some marriages are gonna pop up. Also a conversion, if I remember correctly, yes. I married my caravan master. Dear old Gabrieli. Yes, okay, perfect. Yes. We're also gonna save up money. Like, a lot of money, because we need mercenaries, at least. And that's great, that's great. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Perfect, because now... No, yes, perfect. Because now they have... not that many men, and they can actually fend them off. That would be great. Incredibly great. My wife is honestly fantastic. She's quick, she's a good diplomat, and I think I will appoint her in court politics. I mean, in assist ruler, maybe assist ruler, because I can live with an average diplomacy, and having martial at 20 is great, having stewardship at 12 is great. Learning at 9, I mean, it's 1 point, but it's okay. So yes, I think she will be on assist ruler. It would be great to get 2 suppers. That would be fantastic. I'm gonna go on partisan tactics and then envelopment. I don't want to claim on Hungary. How's Hungary doing? Why? Ah, well, because you're a kid. Okay. I think that right now she will accept conversion. Ah, no. I'm being patient on her because she's Orthodox, and yes, I am zealous, but I mean, Orthodox is not that. Okay. We have an heir. Praise Saint Bridget, Constantine has given birth to a perfect little son. One day, child, you will carry on my legacy. What name would befit a count? I mean, if you're lucky, you're gonna be a king, not a count, but whatever. He didn't inherit the quick traits. But how are we gonna name him? We're gonna name him. We're not gonna name him like ourselves. We're gonna try and find a good... Like, Umberto is... Yes, Umberto. You will be known as Umberto Sturzo. And we're gonna educate him right away. Like, since childbirth, I'm gonna give him a martial focus. Because I am really interested in martial. It's the only thing I'm very good at, honestly. Okay, they are buying their times, which is great. They have the defensive advantage here, and even if they restore their army, it's not gonna be easy to win them here because of the defensive advantage. Also, what I have to look at is try and find an alliance. So, my policy in terms of alliance and marriages is to find them close enough. Like, I'm not gonna ally with an Hungarian, even if it's technically the best ally I could get. He's really good with his army, and her son, his daughter is comely. That's great, but I can't. I also don't want the French, they are too far. The Italian, however, like an alliance with Tuscany would be great. The problem is that Tuscany is at war, a war which is losing. And once she loses the war, she's gonna get imprisoned. And yeah, there's no chance. There's literally no chance she wins the war, so too bad. It would be really great, but she attacked the HRE too soon. Yeah, Saxons, Russians... Russians? Where are you? Oh yeah, you're up there. Occitan might be, no. If we find like one here in Provence... not in in Provence would be great too, but in Languedoc would be great. Like Leon... Vlach, no. French... I mean, he's close, but no. Greek! Greek would be great if he's close enough, but he's of the Anatolian region. Damn it, it will be quite... Ooh, Urgel, however, I can think about it. Friuli, I mean, no, she's definitely too old. Definitely. Also, she has a martial focus, while she should have a stewardship focus. Verbosa? Here? And you're Sizzlepin? Why are you Sizzlepin there? Whatever. Bavarian, Dutch, French, Saxon, Bavarian, Russian, Saxon, Swabian, Dutch. It's terrible. It's really, really terrible. Not a lot of alliances. We have only Tuscany, and that's a no. Friuli, and she's too old. Vribosha. I mean, it could be something. She's not that old. Like, she will be 24 when he will be 16. It's honestly something I can accept. She has a focus on diplomacy, but she's also good in stewardship. That is something I want to Yeah, you know what? It does make sense because he's in the Balkans, parts of the Kingdom of Croatia. We might know them in the international landscape. She is close, so I think we'll marry him to her, definitely. Because we need an alliance, we can't be too picky, and the 500 men can really make a difference. Perfect, and okay, they are betrothed. Okay. The war here is going great. There's no easy way to get money, honestly. I could dismantle artifacts, but I don't have artifacts. We might just let time pass. Because at this point we truly just have to wait. What is Apulia doing, however? Like, they are not going there, I hope. I mean, it's better for me because it's not a good move. Okay, Constantine is pregnant again. That's great. I could consider like breaking the betrothal if necessary, because I mean, I really wouldn't care, because I'm not, you know, that linked to them. I didn't make a promise except, you know, for the betrothal itself, but I could. And she is Wade, which maybe, you know what, we'll ask her. Perfect. And now we're gonna try and romance her. When we talk about life, my wife and I often agree. I just know that Constantine understands how I view the world. Great, now if you could please romance her. We have a 50% chance. And we're gonna impress her by winning the sparring match. I recruit one of my most senior soldiers and practice with him for three days straight. Once he deems me ready, we head together to the main courtyard. As we begin to spar, a crowd gathers, and their cheers soon draw none other than the heroic Countess Constantine. The soldier fights valiantly, but I disarm him with a final flawless thrust. I kneel before Constantine and declare my noble intentions. I dedicate this victory to you, Countess Constantine. Bringing you honor is my only desire. My Rose is speechless, but clearly flattered. Why else would she be smiling thoughtfully? I mean, I would like to romance her, because we have compatible personalities, and I mean, she's the mother of my child and the future one. Romance her just makes sense. If we can find a soulmate in her, that would be great. And I'm really considering to put her into court politics, because they would give her more focus. I could put her into managed domain, because if we romance her, maybe she will get better at it and she will give me extra money. And I mean, if we put her into managed domain, that would push us into good stewardship. Yeah, you know what? She's not very good at stewardship. Like, it's really the worst thing. But yeah, I will. Meanwhile, our marshal, we got a claim on Messina. That's great. And my daughter. With a tired yet blissful smile, Constantine presents me with a perfect little daughter. Who will you become, my child? And what shall I call you? Beata. Beata is a beautiful name. It basically means blessed. So yes, Beata. The warrior is going great. Just great, man. Great. And the King of Navarra No, the King of Navarra is probably here. Just Robert the Fox doesn't want to attack. I could attack like Robert the Fox, but of course it wouldn't make sense right now. I will, though. I will surely attack him, but probably when I will have the duchy. When I will have the duchy, I will attack him for the duchy in itself. If we attack him now, he would join. He would join. Oof. No, it doesn't make sense to attack him now. With this war going on. Mainly because I don't know if this army of Sirte will become hostile. So, yeah. Maybe I rushed in getting this alliance. Maybe I should have waited for the second son or well, daughter, because he will give me an alliance with the Fermo, which is quite close, and yeah, that would be great. You know what? I will. Does make sense. We have a good alliance. Beata is settled, and it's not that. I mean, with Mayo's age really doesn't matter. And yeah, so of course not much linear. I'm considering him because he's the heir, so it can be an alliance on a long term. So yeah, definitely. Perfect, and yeah. Our marshal brought us another knight, and he is great. He's also robust. No, yes, he's great. The only thing I want to ask him though is convert. Perfect. And I mean, convert is not a question, but okay. Unpleasant pleasantries. I am attending a dance in Enna to spend some time with Countess Constantine. The mere thought of touching hands makes my heart jump, but when I arrive, I find her stuck in a conversation with my steward. The abhorrent man drones on and on, totally oblivious to Constantine's discomfort. I could go with chronic headaches for 10 years. I think it won't be that much of a problem. The stress though is... Or we could lose opinion with the mayor. And I actually don't care, honestly, about the mayor, so... Yes. Now though, I'm truly thinking about attacking Malta. And that's an instant no, okay? We're gonna have to find the right time to attack Malta. The Normans just decided to never attack Sarkozy again. I mean, better for me, honestly, really better for me. Could you please? I mean, it's not a problem. If only he would join, I wouldn't care, but he, however, he is a problem. Another martial perk, that's great, envelopment. A real problem is that now he will join in the Sarkuza war too. I mean, don't you have anything else to do, man? He's raiding Jerid. Could you please not join that war? Please, man, please. Holy wars here in Sicily are truly, tiring. I could attack Messina in the meanwhile, but he is also allied with the Duke of Duclia, and that's really bad though, because if Robert calls him now, he could win this war. He could easily win it. Damn it. As my beloved and I walk through the Enna gardens, I gesture at the greenery around us. For all their beauty, there isn't a single flower which rivals your own, my lady. There is one, she says with a mischievous smile. A rare orchid from Castile, which is nearly impossible to cultivate, is the only place where it thrives in this region. Nearly impossible, I already have it in my collection. I mean, since we are gardeners, that's great. And now the chances are 70%. Oh great, another one wants to join. Great! That's just great, man. Why would you? Why? And that's tremendous. Umberto has showed an inclinations towards mischievous things. Diplomacy and intrigue. Now, I think though we are gonna force him towards Marshall because it's not like the worst thing for him, and we are not good diplomat. I mean, if we just do this, then we can change him to diplomacy. I mean, it would make sense, right? Like in the plans of Zakaria, he wants his heir to, you know, be prestigious in the opinions of the foreign rulers. And I mean, prestige for him means something since he's the first actual Sicilian ruler. So I think it makes sense for him to give a diplomacy focus on for Umberto. So yeah, you're gonna study diplomacy, and hopefully enough, you'll be decent at martial too. What is this? By chance, I woke up earlier than I usually do today and can't go back to sleep. I have some important documents to review that I could get a head start on, but on the other hand, why should I have to worry about that? No, I need to be responsible and start working. I am diligent. I am a peasant leader, so I truly do care a lot about the state of my land. What about now, though? Yeah, perfect! He's gonna join too. Like, damn, it wouldn't be a crusade. Why do you care so much about Malta? Why? And yeah, them too. That's really bad. Constantine is pregnant once again. She's 24. Lady Constantine, let me prove my devotion to you in any way you deem fit. Constantine ponders the request for a while before her face lights up. You should be able to sustain yourself on nothing but your love for me for many days. That doesn't make sense. Slightly starved is a minor penalty for 2 years. And also I could just try and not do that. I mean, I'm not the intrigue type of guy, so yes, my devotion will carry me through. And I also gain prestige, and now the chances is 80%. I see a few vagrants huddled by a small fire on the side of the road. They look destitute and in a pitiful state of existence, with their filthy rags on their faces. Yeah, I would give them money, definitely. Like, I'm not like a conventional noble, because, you know, I am a peasant leader. Yeah, the warrior is 1, great, and that's bad. And yeah, so the intruder. I love how every romance scheme in Crusader Kings 3 has to and with an intruder stuff. Every time I close my eyes, I see Countess Constantine's face. Sleep will not come. I cannot wait another moment. Cloaked in shadows, I make my way through the garden outside our living quarters. The sight of Constantine's chamber's window makes my heart stutter. So close and yet so far. But wait! Who is that climbing up the tower? The shady figure stops by Constantine's window and unlatches the shutters. My sunshine is in danger, I must save her. The sounds from the struggle above is the greatest motivator I have ever known. Without care for life or limb, I oust myself through Countess Constantine's window. I feel as if I have plunged into a frozen lake. Constantine is on the floor, the intruder pushing her down, a gleaming blade between them. With a roar, I grab the villain by the collar and throw him into the wall. The rest is a blur. When the danger is over, I turn towards her. Constantine, are you alright? I ask cautiously. As if my words were a spell, she finally unfreezes and throws herself into my arms. Thank God you are here, Zakaria. I will never let you get into her arms way again. Funny thing though, I don't know Greek. So since she's my soulmate, I feel like I have to learn Greek, even though I will probably fail. So, he won. Perfect. That's just perfect. Now, yeah, everyone. Him too, because why not? That's so bad. And this event. No, I've never heard of you, and you don't look very talented. Waking up in the morning beside my soulmate, I sigh and stretch out languidly, only to catch a glimpse of my beloved wrinkling her nose. I open my mouth to inquire further, only to have Constantine recall even further. Okay. Listen, Zakaria, my love. She starts quickly, as if the words were tumbling out of her mouth by accident. This is difficult to bring up, but you've not been smelling particularly fresh recently. Well, I'm a peasant, so it does make sense. Dumbfounded, I give my armpit an inquisitive sniff. Well, perhaps she has a point. Yeah, we'll try and find a way to fix this. I yawn tiredly as Constantine leads me excitedly into a nearby town. She had insisted on traveling out as soon as possible, which in hindsight is somewhat insulting, and we made our way through the small crowd to where a fruit and herb vendor was peddling their wares. Right, Constantine said expectantly. Choose from one of these. They'll make the initial scent come off fresh and fruity. She rolls her eyes at my nonplussed expression. We're making a perfume, of course. It's so cute, like her just try and give this peasant some noble class, even though she is a peasant herself, but whatever. Is this a fake? Perhaps some mint. I like the smell of lemon. I mean, mint, yeah. Definitely mint. It's the middle ground option, and we have some money. After my choice a week ago, I had almost forgotten about Constantine's quest to fabricate me a fragrance. I only remembered when she stopped dead in the street and wheeled around on her heel, dragging me to a spice merchant at their side of the road. This would be perfect, she called. Anything here would be perfect for the heart of the perfume. I look over the assembled spices and incenses, so many of them foreign and exotic to my eye. Did you say call this nutmeg? Then there's cinnamon and cardamom. Yes, the nutmeg. I'm spending a lot though for this freaking for this freaking perfume. Yeah. Passing a vendor at the edge of a forest selling what appears to be types of wood and their related products, I only managed to have the feeling of rising dread for a second before Constantine's eye light up, and she pulls me over to them. Now this would be exactly fit for our purposes. She indicates some of the rarer woods and the resins peeled to the left of the merchant. This would give the smell such a powerful base and make it last for an entire day. Then again, the the middle ground options, because I don't want to spend a lot. Like, I spent like 45 gold for this freaking perfume, and another. Despite myself, I've ended up quite enjoying my hunt for perfumery ingredients. It is with some anticipation then that I hear of a vendor in a local town who carries several highly rare and coveted items that might interest in me. I look over the wares, a few reeds of dried grass, a white powder, and what looks like some dull, crumbly grey rocks. The merchant looks at me expectantly as Constantine regards the wares. What the fuck? No, I'm not gonna spend like 50. Yeah. Definitely not. Having supplied a local artisan with all my collected ingredients a few days ago, it is with delight and trepidation that I unwrap the leather binding of the resultant perfume. Inside is a small, simple bottle containing a mix of colors, at first blue, but when I hold it up to the light it turns a deep bronze like a sunset. I open the crude stopper and my olfactory senses are caressed by the smell. I call over Constantine excitedly, and the two of us marvel at the fragrance wafting around the room. Yeah, I will take the perfume. And that's great actually, because the peasant leader trait, it gives me less general opinion, but the perfume gives me more attraction opinion, and of course more personal skin success chance. Yeah. Okay, now please, could you, no. Could you? No. Attacking the Duke of Apulia is out of the question. I mean, he is in debt, and he has 2 allies, but one of them is really close while the other is, well, at this moment, like non-existing. And damn it. There are too many Islamic rulers in this region. Also, my wife will soon give birth to another child. I hope he's a daughter. What the? While sitting outside, I was feeling rather thirsty and asked the servant to fetch me some water. After drinking it, I felt truly refreshed. It is amazing the effects of some cool, fresh water can have on a person. I guess. Please, no. Like, I truly... damn it. And another song, okay. Fortunato, which means lucky. Yes, fortunato. While visiting a local nobleman, he shows us one of his prized possessions, a painting he acquired some time ago that depicts a beautiful woman. Now, paintings about people are nothing out of the ordinary, but this painting in particular is famous because the artist managed to do an extremely realistic depiction of a person. So real that it almost feels as if that painting looks as if it is a real, living, breathing lady, whilst any moments will jump out of the frame and interact with us. I'm not feeling lustful. Yes, a most impressive work of art. Now, the moment the Duke of Duclia is busy in another war, I will attack Robert the Fox, because I have enough allies, and they are close enough. And I am known as the Catholic. My soulmate, have you heard what they call you? My soulmate Constantine says to me while straightening her back. They call you Count Zachariah the Catholic. Spectacular, is it not? It's on the lips of peasant and noble alike. A cause for celebration, I think, Constantine exclaims with a cheery tone. I mean, it makes sense because you are an ardent Catholic out of place, making you a novelty in the eyes of others. Yeah. but another 4 years and I will not be out of place. Anyway, this is the end of the video. It became too long, and yeah, we didn't do much, but hopefully enough. The next video we're gonna do a war.